Hi, it's Nancy Crappy microphone, and I'm sorry. I'm in a work video. This is a quick video about where I've been the last few days. I always seem to be going and going and going. There's something happening. This was a big something. My dearest friend, one of them, I have like 3 people that, besides my husband, know everything about me and love me anyway, and this is one of them. She's been married to an alcoholic. I'm a child of an alcoholic, and I'm an enabler. It's flat out there. I will do anything to make anyone happy, and if I can't do it anymore, I start breaking into pieces. I've lost so many friendships because I don't think I'm giving enough anymore, and then I hide. It's really easy to hide it away, or I do something stupid and I just hide because I've done wrong, and I can't face it anymore. And I thought it was just my stupid personality. But I'm watching her, and I'm watching my son, very much wisdom for a 14-year-old obnoxious little piece of crap who takes advantage of my enabling, say, why do you always give in to everyone when they want something instead of saying no and dealing with consequences? Because if I didn't give in when I was growing up, if my mom didn't give in, she'd have her arm pulled up behind her back, my dad threatening to break it. Because of that, I'm leaning forward now. You know I'm in my room. I wasn't supposed to do any more videos in here. I wasn't going to. This is personal. I can pull my arm. You can't see it. I can pull both arms all the way up behind my back on my own, so that when my dad did it to me, it didn't hurt as much. Now, my dad and I have made our peace. I'm too far away to enable him, but he is married to an enabler, and she hears this, she's very mad at me. And my sister is too far away to enable him, and that's what we had to do. We didn't deliberately leave my dad because we were enabling him, but so I stopped going Al-Anon. I wasn't enabling him. I'm still an enabler. I still don't say anything when my husband does something stupid. I still will do anything to make everyone around me happy. And I had a wake-up call from a local sheriff's officer who I happen to not like. Don't like you. For a lot of reasons, but nobody likes you. Okay? Maybe off duty you're a perfectly nice guy, but you're a jackass on duty. With short, gray hair, and just a bad attitude. He told her that, your friend has an agenda, Safe House has an agenda, everyone around you has an agenda. Stand up on your own. That's right. I had an agenda. My agenda that day was to get her away from him no matter what. So I stopped it. I decided that this house was going to be an agenda-free zone. Not a fear-free zone, but turns out the drunk has no memory of all the threats he's made towards me. He just knows that I've got something to do with his wife's not being there, but he doesn't have the guts to talk to me about it, which is just fine with me. Sober, he's the nicest guy in the world. Drunk, he is capable of anything. And he threatened to torch the house, and of course the police said, well, he gets his free world, it's free speech, he can say anything he wants. I don't know. Somebody drunk threatening to torch your house, that scares me. He's called me, he told me I slept with his wife. I don't do that. I don't sleep with anyone besides my husband, and we don't sleep together either because of the kids. You didn't need to know that, but it's true. So I watched her enable, and every time she enabled, the only thing I said was, is this legitimate concern, or did you enable him? It's all my fault. If I didn't do this, he wouldn't be a drunk. Stop it. All I want to know is, what part do you own? I bought him the booze. Now you see why you have to go to Al-Anon? I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you that you need to find a place where you can learn to stop enabling. So with her parish minister, and I'm not a big Catholic fan, but I think I've become one. With her wonderful parish minister, we got her to safety with her parents for a few days, and we're going to cross every bridge as we come to it, and she's going to learn to stop enabling, and then she's going to go right back to him. How do I know it? It's what I would do. It's what my mother would do. It's what that I'm not married to somebody who drinks any alcohol at all, just a procrastinator, blows my mind. But you don't have to be married to a drunk to be an enabler. That blew my mind. I just enable everybody around me. Enable. It's never my fault, or it's all my fault. It's amazing how I take on the burden of the whole universe, and it's all my fault. Jeez, I am not that all-powerful. Wow, did that wake me up. I am completely awake. Well, I'm actually barely awake because I'm off my caffeine and still drinking Diet Coke, so I'm going crazy. That's probably why I crashed. She's getting help. He doesn't know how to use the internet. The minister's talking to him. He's very confused as to what happened. He doesn't remember anything. He even tried to torch my house and beat me with a baseball bat. With my kids in it. I like that one. So I lost it with him. Again, I can't fix him, I can't fix her. I offered her an agenda-free zone where I said, well, what could you have done differently when she wanted to talk? And we talked. But I didn't tell her what she'd done differently. For the first time, I didn't sit here giving advice and telling her what to do. When she was told to go to her parents by the minister, which are very far away, I said, go. The only thing I disagree with is the minister told her she may lose her job, and that's okay, and she could always get another one, and this is Michigan, and that's not true, even with what she does. So, don't enable. I enabled. I've been hiding because and busy. I couldn't even work because I was followed around by her telling me how everything was her fault all the time. It's not. But when you enable an alcoholic, it sort of is. It's this parasitic, double parasitic relationship. It's not symbiotic. You think it's symbiotic. You give them the beer, you keep the peace. It could go the other way too. Men can be alcoholic. Men can enablers too. I just happen to know more female enablers because we're raised enablers, and we tend to marry men like her father. And her parents and I talked, and they said, I just don't know where she learned that she's worthless unless she's helping. Your father has MS. Her father said, I did it. She took care of me and her mother when we were growing up. She did everything we told her. She was wanting to be the perfect daughter. We made her an enabler. I said, well, who's the enabler in your family? Parents are awesome, warm, and completely open people. I was blown away by how cool these people are. They are going to get her to Al-Anon. They are going to deal with it themselves. And we are going to get things at least functioning as much as possible. I'm going to help her, work with me, so she's got something besides her Mary Kay, which she doesn't really do. And her job is really mostly part-time. She's got to be able to, fill in the hours. I have enough work for two. I'm not going to get it from Jean. She needs to do my paperwork. She's really good at it. And together, we're going to get the both of us to Al-Anon on a regular basis when she comes back. Because I got to stop making excuses. And I got to stop alternately blaming the universe, taking blame for everything. Daughters of alcoholics, they're never really over it. that's 10 minutes what I've got to say. I love you. Thanks for listening very, very much. And I am going back to making mascara. Bye.